Hi, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Zaakirah. I am a creative strategist, a professional photographer, and a cancer survivor. When I was 6 months old, a photograph that my mother took of me saved my life and saved my vision. So now I have vision in one eye, and I've been blessed to be able to use that to my advantage. I have been a professional photographer for over 10 years now, and now I am an educator educating other photographers. When I'm not educating other photographers, I am a world traveler. I've been blessed to go to 11 countries and 20 plus states. And when I'm not traveling, I'm also helping other entrepreneurs to confidently grow their brands on their business. Today, we are talking about pricing. Pricing is such a taboo topic, especially in the entrepreneur world. So I'm going to be sharing my personal experience, and you could take it however you choose, but this is just my experience and my advice for you. So be sure to like and comment and turn the bell on if you would like to hear more marketing related topics, or if you also want to hear more photography related topics. So pricing is kind of tricky because I've been an entrepreneur professionally for about 10 years, but technically all of my life. I got the entrepreneur spirit from my parents. And I think my first ever real entrepreneur endeavor was baking. I love baking. So once I've learned how to bake pies and cakes and brownies, I would sell those for a price. Now, of course, baking is a different pricing tier because you are selling it by the product. You kind of calculate it based off of how much was it for all of the baking supplies, and how much time did you spend, and how often are you selling them, right? But what happens is when you leave the corporate world, for example, you're so used to working just for a certain number of hours. No matter what you do, it's just by a certain number of hours, right? So as soon as you shift over to the entrepreneurial world, it's kind of a different ball game. A lot of us, me myself included, when I first started out, I was taught to look at my competitors, those who I aspire to be like, and see what they're charging and charge accordingly. Either the same, around the same price, or a little bit higher if you think that, oh, my work is better than them or whatever. Um, or you charge a little low because, like, I don't know, I don't want it to be too much. I want to be affordable. I want to be, able to attract new customers. But in the end, in the long run, you kind of realize how that kind of bites you back in the butt. So what happens now is now you're kind of pricing it based off of value. I think the longer you spend time paying taxes for your small business, the more you kind of realize how much you should really be charging. Of course, no matter what you spend on investing in yourself, whether that's courses, whether that's conferences, whether that's books, of course you can invest that all back into your taxes, and plus it's now a part of your personal development. It's now a part of who you are as a person. You have new knowledge that you can now pass on to your future clients. So of course you should be keeping that in mind with no matter what books you invest yourself in, and no matter what conferences and courses and coaching programs you take, no matter what value you get out of it, that's something you can write off on your taxes. So I feel like that's the first way to really answer the question of how much should I be charging. Think about how much it costs to use your device. I'm using a laptop right now. I use my laptop a lot. I would think about the fact that Apple products cost a lot. So I think about how much it costs to use the program, and invest in the retail value of a certain item that helps you to get to where you need to go. The same thing for a camera. You look at the original price of your camera and calculate that, divide it that way based off of breaking it down annually, breaking it down hourly, breaking it down monthly, break it down however you need to really get a feel for um, how much you should be charging. You should also be keeping in mind of your cost of doing business. I think most people tend to forget about that whether you're a photographer, you do beauty related products, you have digital products, all of it costs money. You had to spend money to get there, right? So you have to factor those costs in as well. So I think that's the basic tip that I wanted to talk to you about pricing. I wanted you to keep in mind of your cost of business and remember that everything that you invest in yourself, you can write it off on your taxes, and as a result, factor it in with your price. There's a whole nother segment, a whole nother conversation as far as how to really tell that, to your either your new customers or those who were, help you get started. Your friends and family were the ones that helped you get started. So I'm actually one of those of my first ever paying photography client was $50. $50. I think it was like a 1 hour in studio photo shoot. It was at school, so I didn't factor the cost of I didn't have to calculate the cost of how much it cost to rent the studio. But I was just thinking, "No, let me just do him a favor and just a little something for my time." But time is money. So that kid 10 years ago would definitely not be charging $50 for a photo session because I've had knowledge. I've went to photography school. I've gotten more certifications in photography. I've attended photography conferences, and I've had other photographers shadow under me. So my value is up. um, the price, yesterday's price is not today's price, and the price is the price. So keep that in mind when you're pricing yourself, no matter what it is that you do. Now, I also wanted to present the opportunity of if you are an entrepreneur who is struggling with your pricing, but also struggling with what to really sell, and you need clarity, and with that clarity, you need a strategy to be able to implement both on and off social media. I am also a creative strategist and a business coach that helps entrepreneurs to grow their brand. So I help them to declutter their brain with all the creative ideas and encourage them on what one to focus on first. So if this sounds like something you want to do, I have something called a VIP day where you spend 3 hours with me on Zoom and we will work through it all. We work through your brand and what it looks like now, how it is or is not attracting customers, and what needs to be done first. Because I also feel like systems are play a huge role in how you price yourself. What systems are you using, and how is it able to make and have a seamless customer service experience? So if this sounds like something you think you need, especially at the time of this video being filmed, we're at the end of the year, which is a very popular e-commerce and holiday sales time of the year, you definitely don't want to miss out. So visit the link in the description to book a discovery call. A discovery call is just a short, approximately 15-minute call where I'm literally listening to you. I'm listening to what you say you need. And from there, we will decide if it's best to go forward with a VIP day or if it's better that I recommend you to any one of my free or low cost resources that can help you get you on the right track until you're at that point that I feel that you're at that point to really invest in a VIP day or into my high ticket coaching program. Where I talk to creatives and help them to master their confidence, master their branding, master their marketing. So if you like this video, please be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite part was. And be sure to subscribe as well to look forward to more content. You can also find ways to connect with me on social media and on my website at zakiranayyar.com. And you can also learn more about my creative marketing agency, Focus Media Group with a PH. That's PHOCUSED mediagroup.com to learn more about how we can service you and help you to grow your brand. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.